Today's day 4 on my journey to 2000. I did like 120 puzzles and I played 5 games. So those 5 games were, I actually played most of them this morning. I think 3 this morning and then 2 just recently, and I was pretty tired, but they were still pretty interesting. In the first game, I got cocky. I think this is the highest rated player I've versed, kind of in a while at least. And look at the accuracy my opponent had, 91.2%. Like, what a crazy game. But I made 4 mistakes, so we'll just go through this game. I got cocky. This is the Karo-kan. I play a lot of the Karo-kan. I thought I was just winning here. Because when they attack here, it basically, the bishop has to move twice, and it allows me to develop my knight, so I know those are the best moves. And then I get my bishop out, and apparently I didn't need to worry about that. I could have just developed my bishop here, eyeing the diagonal and stuff. But the game progresses, and here I'm winning. I'm just making the best moves here. I kind of completely destroyed my opponent's pawn structure, and I thought, oh, let me start attacking this pawn. Then I saw, oh, this pawn's gonna come attack me. This looks like a good spot for my knight. The thing is, I felt like I couldn't do anything there, so I immediately just moved it away, which I think, I mean, looking back, was kind of stupid. Like, why would I move my knight away when it's in a good square, it's being defended? I just thought, oh, I might want to use my rook for something else, but this is such a nice spot. You know, it looks into so much of the enemy's territory, and this makes more sense, because it also stops the pawn from pushing, and I could even, like, rook lift, right, and get to the other side and just start attacking or whatever. But I don't do that. I bring the knight back. Then I'm like, okay, I don't want it to push, so I bring it back, and here I bring my rook over. I didn't realize that taking with the queen blunders this pawn, or I guess I didn't care about it for some reason, and I was gonna blunder another pawn, and I just disregarded it. I thought I had some sort of attack, and I got too cocky. That's the note I took down for this game. I just got way too cocky. Like, all the way back here, I could have just done this, and this is fine. This is even, but I didn't do that. Anyway, because I lost those 2 pawns, I come in here thinking I could do some sort of attack. I think initially I thought I could come in with the queen, but I didn't see that the knight was protecting it, and my opponent didn't see this either. Like, I saw this afterwards. I was like, holy shit, like, I have some crazy... I could get demolished. I saw it right after I made the move, but my opponent didn't see it. Just the rook attacking and winning my rook. He didn't see it. And then after all these trades, for some reason I just thought, yeah, I'm okay. I could just pick everything up. And I couldn't. Like, I tried my best, and I couldn't. I thought for some reason I could just take that and come here, and I just completely lost this game. So this was instructive to just not be too cocky. Like, to remember each piece counts, or each point counts, even non-pieces like pawns. So that was the first game. The second game, my opponent resigned, which was really weird. My opponent played played better than me, like 92%, and I like that I saw this pin. And here I had a miss I could have taken. I thought, okay, like, what if he takes here? But this just demolishes the structure for my opponent, and I also have this forcing him to take, and yeah, I guess this is the point of that. So I just completely kind of screwed that up, right? This was a very weird thing here, and my opponent just resigns. I don't know, I'll take the win, you know? The third game, I could have fought for a draw, but I had bad endgame tactics. That's what I wrote. And I have to start thinking about past pawns. I wasn't thinking about past pawns enough. This was the Alekhines defense. This is Scandinavian defense. When people take out their knights, I guess it's called the Alekhines defense. I'm not good at knowing how to react to that. I just thought, let me fianchetto my bishop and stuff. Apparently, this is what I should have done, with ideas of just trying to trade everything, and my knight is developed, I guess is the point. Pretty even game. But I try to fianchetto the bishop. Oh, no, yeah. I was thinking of fianchettoing the bishop, but I also thought, oh, I could attack the queen right away and have eyes on this. I remember this, actually. And I saw that my bishop could take back. I was pretty proud of that. I was like, I was proud of that way of getting out of this, because I was thinking, okay, the queen gets out of the way, I could start making progress, and yeah. So he got into the position. It kind of played out exactly how I wanted or thought it would play out. And here I just didn't want him to have 2 center pawns. I didn't see how this is winning. I guess just the bishop pair is just super powerful. But yeah, there's also this crazy move. Like what? Like huh? Like look at that, right? And if he goes here, I could still take, and because I pushed this pawn before to fianchetto, it's protected. So I would be a pawn up in like almost an endgame, or an endgame. I don't know if you would consider it an endgame. But yeah, my biggest mistake wasn't even all of this. Even though there's question marks and misses and stuff, I didn't let my knight get into the game. I just screwed this up completely. Right here. Sometimes I just forget that pawns can be taken. I don't know why I didn't move my king there, but yeah, this definitely was the start of the end. And then I came back. I could have won the game. Right here, this is the instructive part, I think, for me, the biggest thing. One of the biggest things from this game. I want to get into my enemy's position. And I knew that that I could potentially push this pawn, but I thought I had to like first take opposition and then do it, because I thought, okay, like what if he comes here, then what do I do? And well, actually no. No. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just came here. Like he takes the opposition here, but I could literally just walk my pawn to promotion. And instead I kind of just screwed up, and I got so pissed after losing this game. Super pissed. Super pissed. Anyway, I ended up losing that game. These 2 games I played just like an hour ago. It's pretty late at night right now. And I felt like I had like a brilliant move in this game. Again, Caro-Kann. I like doing this position in the Caro-Kann into castle. It just feels strong. I don't know. Maybe I'll analyze that more in the future. Maybe it's not the best thing. But first of all, I thought this was pretty cool. Because if he takes here, I take, and he can't take back because I fork and I win his queen. So I saw that, and I was like pretty proud of that. He saw it too. I thought he had a way to like attack my knight or something. But apparently like this holds, and this is totally fine. And because when I was analyzing this, I was like, holy shit. And I could just bring my bishop back, and it protects from a distance. And it's just crazy. And actually this leads to mate if my opponent is not careful. I think there was some line. Let's just play some random move. I think I could even sack this, and like I just get into the position like a maniac. And you could even see the bar, the elo bar. It's just like, yeah, no matter what you do, you're winning here, you know? I didn't see that though. I was like, let me just take, you know, if I'm up material, taking makes sense. Let me try to trade. Then I thought, okay, maybe this is not good. The rook comes in, but the knight came in. You see, I'm making a lot of mistakes with pawns, just protection of pawns today. I think that's like 2 or 3 of my games is I'm not protecting my pawn. So yesterday, for those that I like watched and remembered, my biggest mistake was knights, or the day before. I feel like I didn't push my knights when I should have, and I'm paying more attention to my knights. But I think now I have to pay attention to protection of pawns, and that was just not good. Here I could have just ignored everything and taken that pawn, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, I digress. I take the pawn there. And my knight is hanging, but I know I can get it to safety. And I'm pretty happy. I saw that fork. The game was going so beautifully for me. And here I thought up of this beautiful move. I was like, there's no way he takes. He took, and I was like, oh, that's me. Oh, it felt like a brilliant. It wasn't a brilliant. I sacked the rook, but it wasn't a brilliant move, so still felt cool. And then this last game was a roller coaster. I was running a little bit low on time. I blundered, and then my opponent was running low on time, and he blundered, and we were just both low on time, and just, yeah. Okay, this I would say is pretty cool. So usually, I'm not really good with the Caro-Kann on how to push, and because of that, I get into interesting like scenarios, I think, that my opponent doesn't like anticipate. But in this case, I was like, this is risky, but like I looked at everything and I'm like, wow, this actually works. Like I could take this pawn. It's a poisoned pawn, right? Like you shouldn't take it, but it works. Like I could get to safety. And here I thought this pawn push is actually a smart move, because if he goes away, I could take this pawn. And if he doesn't go away, if he does something like this, well, I guess I could still take that pawn, but then I'm losing this pawn. I forgot exactly what I was thinking, but oh, I was thinking, yeah, I was actually thinking the best move. Like if he attacks me, then I can get away. I think I like analyzed this or something like that. But anyway, he goes back, lets me get that pawn, and I'm like, you know what? I think I could take this third pawn. And I was able to take it. And I saw this move, and I thought, wow, this is gonna be super hard to defend. So instead, I'm like, let me try to run away. And I had this escape score, which is funny because my opponent could have just forced me to just either go for a check or to exchange queens. But anyway, I ended up getting that pawn, and I just started trading everything. And here I push. I don't know. I just panicked. I was like, I'm winning. I could sacrifice this pawn and somehow take the rook with check. I don't know how I thought that, but the second he took it, I was like, wait, no, what am I saying? So I don't know what I did here. And then here too, I was like, okay, he could take my knight, but I have something. I have no idea. I was just losing here completely. Thankfully, I didn't let the pawn push too far and fork my rooks or something. And here, my opponent spends, yeah, it was here. My opponent spends 2 minutes on taking that pawn. And I was like, wait, this is a bishop. There's no risk of mate. My queen is just beautifully placed, kind of. And even here, I saw like this forced sequence. I'm fine. Yeah, this would have been even, I'm guessing, with like he could have just kept checking me, I'm guessing. But yeah, I was like, wait, let me not take that. Or let me not, like I just looked at my options. I'm like, coming here makes the most sense. And you can see my opponent's a minute and a half, 46 seconds. I'm at 2 minutes, and I'm starting to play a little. And I didn't see this. Both of us didn't see this. This is pretty smart, right? This is a real threat. So, and then I could lose my rook and stuff. So, but we both didn't see that, and I just defend it. And I don't play the best moves. But I have 20 seconds. My opponent has 12 seconds, you know? I'm just making sure not to blunder anything crazy. And the game ended here. My opponent just ran out of time, which is the only game I think so far in this series where my opponent runs out of time. But those are my games. My rating is now 1541, which I believe is my peak rating, maybe? I got it before. No, 1542 on January 3rd was my peak rating. But, you know, it's pretty good anyway. And, yeah, that's what happened. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you have any tips or tricks, let me know. And, yeah, bye-bye.